take it away.
Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to our What's Up Lender Wednesdays. We are having a great time hearing from a lot of our lender partners on, how everything's going with all the craziness in the world right now, what products they offer, how we can work best with them, and how they can work best with us. And we really appreciate Marine Federal being here today with us. We are going to go ahead and get started. Just a little bit of housekeeping. If anybody needs it to slow down a little bit or to go back to something, or if it's breaking up and you can't hear, a lot of times the easiest thing to do is go ahead and click on that chat icon and go ahead and leave it in the chat box. Heather and I will be monitoring that during the entire production today. So everybody from Marine Fed, don't worry too much about your chat windows. We will watch that for you, so you can just concentrate on what you are doing. And but otherwise, if you're really having issues, anybody, please feel free to unmute yourself and just holler at us, and we will try to get everything squared away. But once again, thank you so much, Marine Fed, for being here for us, for being one of our lender partners, and for volunteering your time. I will let you guys take it away, and I'm going to go ahead and put myself on mute.
Okay, good morning, Amy and Heather. Once again, thank you for allowing us to share with all the JBOR members. We have with us today parts of our team, mortgage team. We have Phyllis Gaiman. She is a mortgage specialist. She's going to talk with us about her role and with our members. And we have Sharon Sparks, our senior mortgage loan officer, that's going to talk to us about our minimum credit scores and our products. We have Cheryl Osborne, our mortgage loan underwriter, is going to talk to us about some of the pain points and field any questions that anyone might have. Then Stacy Horn is our mortgage processor and closer. She'll talk to us about that process. And then we have Kim Connor, who's the senior manager over retail operations. He's going to talk to us about how easy it is to become a member with Marine Federal in order to take a part of our product. So with that said, Phyllis, you can go ahead and take it away.
Phyllis, I think you're muted.
I think Phyllis might be muted. Sharon, now you can go ahead and start your part as well.
Okay, certainly. As Ross said, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about our products and processes. The first thing I'm going to start off with is a fabulous special we have going on right now. It's a 30-year, 100% financing.
Can you hear me? This is Phyllis. Can you guys hear me? I can't see anyone.
We can hear you now.
Okay, I can't see anyone. Can you see me?
No, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay, Phyllis. Just go ahead and I've already introduced you. Just go ahead and talk about your role with the team.
Okay, all right. Sorry for the problems. Okay, my name is Phyllis. I am a mortgage specialist here at Marine Federal Credit Union. I am the first point of contact. This position allows me to guide the member through the mortgage process. I see all walk-ins, I answer all phone calls, I receive the online mortgage applications, I explain some of the items that will be required, such as pay stub, bank statements, if you self-employed, your tax returns. I answer any questions that they may have. I also go over the products with them so they're able to make that informed decision to move forward with one of the products that I went over with them. And I work very closely with the loan officers. A little bit about my role.
Okay, thank you, Phyllis. Sharon, you can just continue, please.
Okay. So the first set of products I'm going to talk about is our portfolio or our in-house products. None of our portfolio products at this time have mortgage insurance. At the moment, we can do financing, lending in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia. So I'm going to tell you about a great special we have going on right now. It's a 30-year, 100% LTV, no mortgage insurance. This is for a purchase of a primary residence. The minimum credit score on this product is a 680. As long as your borrower has an application in with us and they don't have a property at this time, that's fine as well. The app just has to be in with us by September 18th and closed by December 31st of this year, and we can still honor this product. The minimum loan amount on this product is $50,000. We can't do condos on this product or manufactured homes. We have a 20-year and less in-house purchase primary or second residence product. The loan to value on this one is going to be based on credit score, and we can go to a max LTV of 90%. The minimum credit score on this product is 640. We can do single family residence on this. We can do condos, manufactured homes, and the minimum loan amount on this one is $50,000 as well. We have a 15-year investment property purchase. That's an 80% LTV. Minimum credit score on this product is a 640. Minimum loan amount is $50,000. We can do single family residence on this and modulars, no manufactured homes on the investment product. We have a 10-year land loan purchase. The LTV on this one is 80%. There can be no structures on the property. The minimum loan amount on this one is $10,000 and the minimum credit score is 640. We have a one-time closing construction perm product. It's a 20-year construction of primary residence. It does have to have a licensed contractor in the state they're building in. The loan to value is going to be based on the credit score, and we can go up to a max LTV of 90% with a minimum credit score of 640. We have a combination mortgage that we call our 80-15-5. This would be a first mortgage for 80% of the sales price for 30 years, a second mortgage for 15% of the sales price for 20 years, and a 5% down payment. This can be used for purchase of a primary residence and a secondary residence. If they're doing a secondary residence, it's just going to be an 80-10-10. The minimum credit score on this product is a 680. We have a Member's Choice product. It's a 20-year purchase of a primary residence. This one is 100% LTV as well. Minimum credit score of 680. Anything that's over a loan amount of $510,400 we can do. We do have jumbo and super jumbo financing available. We can go up to a 90% loan to value. Minimum credit score on these products is a 720, and this is a 20-year and less loan term. We do have a correspondent lender that we work with, US Bank. We can use them for 30-year conventional products and our VA products. So some of the products we have available with them is a 30-year Home Possible. We can go up to a 97% loan to value purchase of a primary residence. They do have to be a first-time home buyer. This one will have mortgage insurance, and any LTV that's over 95%, the credit score has to be 680. And then with them, we can also just do a 30-year fixed up to 95% LTV purchase of a primary residence. This will have mortgage insurance, and then we can go up to 90% on a purchase of a second home. Our VA loan also goes through US Bank. We can do a purchase primary residence for 15 and 30 years. The minimum credit score on that product is a 680. So what happens once Phyllis turns the loan applications over to the loan officers is if it's a pre-qualification, we're going to look at that application, get all the information we need. We're going to pre-qual them based on the information on the application and the credit report. At that point, if we can get them qualified, we're going to send them a pre-qualification letter. And then a couple days after we send that letter, we're going to follow up with them just to make sure they don't have any questions. And then we will keep in contact with them during the process. We'll follow up with them every 7 to 10 days just to see if they have questions, they need us to change anything, they need anything in addition to that from us. Once the loan application once the pre-qualification becomes an application, they have a property, they have a contract, we can lock in the rate at that time once they have a contract. Within 3 days of receiving that contract, we're going to send the borrower initial loan disclosures along with the list of the supporting documents we need. And then a few days later, we'll check with them about that. Once we get all of the signed initial disclosures and supporting documents in, we forward our loans on to the underwriters for initial review. And at that same time, we're going to be giving the processors the information to order the appraisal, the tax transcripts, and the title work with the attorney, so we can get a jump on those because we know those take a little bit longer. And that's it.
Okay, thank you, Sharon. Heather and Amy, one of the reasons why we have this upfront process with Phyllis and Sharon is because we want to make sure that the member gets the best experience possible and that we identify any future issues that we would have with approving this loan. We don't want to give the member a pre-approval letter and then find out later that we missed something up front that would have affected the loan. We don't like last-minute issues where 2 weeks before closing, and then we have to deny the loan because of something that we could have uncovered in the very beginning. So we make every attempt up front to uncover all the roadblocks that we would have with any type of mortgage loan or purchase. And once we do that, of course, we identify, we work with the member to make sure we get that clarified. So that's one of the reasons why we have this particular process. Thank you, Sharon, for that. Next is Cheryl Osborne, is our mortgage loan underwriter, and she's going to talk about some of the challenges and pain points that we've been having during this time of pandemic. Okay, Cheryl.
Thank you, Ralph. Again, I'm Cheryl Osborne, one of the underwriters with Marine Federal. We do go over the application. We do review it again, even though the loan officer has reviewed it. We are verifying the residence history, the employment, making sure it's 2 years of continuous employment, verifying the W-2s. If there's tax returns, we're looking at those. And pension, retirement, Social Security, we look at the award letters, make sure everything's updated. We also are looking at their assets to make sure that they do have funds to close and making sure that those are seasoned funds. So they do need to be in the lending institution for at least 60 days. We are reviewing the credit report, making sure their payments are on time and the scores. And if there are any blips or lates, that we have a recent explanation as to, you know, possibly something that might have happened, whether it could be like medical or furlough or something like that right now. Again, we do have the 2 underwrites. We have the initial, and once we've reviewed all the documents that the loan officer has gathered, if there's additional documents that we need, we do issue a commitment letter at this time once we've done our initial review. And then the processor closer goes ahead and sends that out to the member for any follow-up documentation that still might be lingering, or if we have additional questions on documentation provided, we can get that cleared up ahead of time. And then as the loan officer, the processor is gathering the documents, as those documents are being sent in to them, they go ahead and send those to us so we can clear all those conditions as the documents are coming in, so that come to closing, when we're scheduling, that we can clear the file quicker for the member. And that's what makes our closing a lot faster, is we try to stay on the documents as they're coming in and get those cleared for final loan approval. Once all we have everything in, the appraisal, the title, and all the documents, we go ahead and issue a final underwrite, letting the processor closer, letting them know we're cleared to close, and they can go ahead and set up the closing with that member. We are having some little bit challenges as far as income and continuity of income, and we are trying to work with the members and trying to make the loans work. That's our goal, is trying to get the loan approved. Sometimes we have to work outside the box a little bit But we do try our best to get the loans approved if at all possible and get the members either refinanced or into a new home. All right. Thank you. And then Stacy is our processor closer.
Okay, Stacy, thank you, Cheryl.
Good morning. Can everyone hear me?
I can, Stacy.
Okay. Well, as Ralph said, I am one of the processor closers here at Marine Federal. My counterpart is Donnie Vasquez. She's our senior processor and closer. Donnie and I, our role with being a processor is to stay in communication with that member. That's what we pride ourselves on. When we get the initial underwrite from the underwriter and we have our commitment letter, we give the member a welcome call. We introduce ourselves to the member. We let them know that we will be their point of contact from that point on till closing. And we also let them know that the underwriter has reviewed all of their documentation that we submitted to their loan officer and that we have just a few items that we need to collect from them. And that's what's going to be listed on that commitment letter. And we go over that commitment letter with them item by item so that they have clear understanding of what we're needing to obtain from them. Then we also follow up with an email with our contact information, mine and Donnie's both, so that the member has both of our contact information. And every each one of us, they can always get one the other processor closer. That way they are able to have their questions answered and address any issues that may come up. And we also send them that commitment letter and again reiterate the documentation that we need. And at that point, we've already ordered their appraisal, their tax return or tax transcript, and ordered their title work because those are the items that do take the longest. Then as we work that file with that member, we stay in constant communication with them. If they send us documentation, we always respond that we've received it, and then we always respond that it has been reviewed and approved by the underwriter. That way there's no guess about where they are in the status of their process of their file. Whenever we get to the point where we've collected all the documentation from them, we have their appraisal in, we have their title work in, and we're ready to close. Then Donnie and I put our closer hats on, and we get the members' files ready to close. We schedule the closing, we work the closing disclosures up, we discuss them with them, and then we get them to the closing table with closing documents. The one thing I want to reiterate is that Donnie and I do communicate very much with the members. We let them know up front that there are some delays in all of our processes due to the effect that COVID-19 has had on the entire world. And we try to be proactive and address what we know will be affected by that. For example, the appraisals, the title work. You know, a lot of offices are working remotely. There are a lot of challenges that come with that. And so we make sure that we stay on top of whatever we're trying to obtain so that it doesn't go a day without being addressed. We also, whenever we do have a purchase, we get the agent's information for our members and we give them an email. We let them know if there's any documentation we may need from them. And we also give them both of our contact information so that they can reach out to us if they have any questions or concerns. That's pretty much the process in a nutshell. It's very simplified in that there's a lot of detail that we deal with, a lot of sensitive information. But our goal is to get our members to the closing table as efficiently as possible, especially during this time of uncertainty with COVID-19.
Okay, thank you, Stacy. Could you review the communication process with the member and also the realtor? There's a process we go by, and how often that is. Could you just review that one more time, please?
Yes, sir. So once we make our initial welcome call and email with our members and their agents, then we are continuing at least weekly to update them. Typically, Donnie and I are getting documentation in every 2 or 3 days, and so we're responding to the agents and the members to let them know what we're getting. But if we've had a couple days span of time where we haven't had any communication with either the agent or the member, we do send out an email for updates to let them know this is where we are, this is what we're still needing, this is what we're waiting on. So at least once a week, if not more than once a week, our members and our agents are hearing from us about the status of the loan file.
Okay, thank you, Stacy. Next up is Kim Connor. She's going to talk to us about becoming a member. Of course, you have to become a member in order to have a mortgage loan with Marine Federal, but you don't have to become a member. You don't have to be a member at the time the application is placed. So Kim is going to talk to us about how to become a member. Thank you, Kim.
Good morning, everybody. How are you?
Good.
Good. At Marine Federal Credit Union, we do have a field of membership. Our main field of membership is the Marine Corps, but we do have several business affiliates. We have over 900 business affiliates, and that's ways that members that work or are volunteers at different businesses can qualify for membership with Marine Federal. And some examples of those affiliates are Marine Chevrolet, the Jacksonville Onslow Sports Commission, Hilton Garden Inn, Carolina East Health Systems, and the list goes on. So like I said, there's over 900 if somebody that wants to join the credit union is not military affiliated. And as many of you guys already know, that banks differ from credit unions in different ways. We have a board that are a board of volunteers. They're elected by our members, whereas banks have stockholders and they're more for profit, as in the credit union, we're not. We do offer a variety of products and services, just like most of your larger banks do. We have savings shares, we have money markets, we have checking shares. We tailor a lot of our products to meet members' individual needs. So we may have 3 or 4 different checking products just to make sure that we're meeting the needs of that individual member. So we do like to talk to the member just to see what they're looking for and how we can tailor our products and services to meet their needs. We do also have club shares, which are like Christmas clubs, secondary shares. We do offer a Club Ed account, deployment shares. So we do offer a variety of shares to meet civilian and military needs. And then we also offer a variety of lending products. So like Ralph's team has already talked about our mortgages, we do offer HELOCs, we offer personal loans, credit cards, auto loans. Our credit cards, we have competitive rates. We have rewards cards, we have cashback cards. So a lot of different products. We also offer complementary products for our autos, such as gap, warranty, debt protection, and as of today, we started offering depreciation protection. So we're always looking for opportunities to meet any of our members' needs. We also have business accounts. We offer business loans and business credit cards. So we're always looking for opportunities to serve our business members in the community as well. We also offer financial checkups for our members, and that's a free financial counseling session with one of our managers or our financial counselors. We do a lot of it in the community. Many of you have probably seen us in the community, whether it's at United Way, Relay for Life, at the CHU program. We do many different things there. During the pandemic, we've been very fortunate to have our interactive teller machines, which are ITMs. Those are in most of our drive-through locations at our branches. We have expanded those hours from Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and on Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. At those machines, we can do just about anything for our members. We can take a loan application and return their call the same day with a decision. We can take deposits, do transfers, dispense money. So those machines are available for service, speaking to a live teller from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and then on Saturdays from 8 to 2. So we're proud that we were able to expand those services for our members. We've been serving our community since 1959. We do constantly look for ways to interact in the community and to help the community and to help the members of the credit union. So if anybody ever has any questions about becoming a member, please stop by any of our branches. We'll be glad to talk to anybody and work with you to join the credit union. Well, that's all I have.
Okay, thank you, Kim.
You're welcome.
Heather and Amy, I think that concludes our presentation. And one of the main objectives that we have is to provide every member the best option that's available for them, give them the best service that we have available as well. So once again, thank you for the opportunity to share. And that concludes our presentation.
All right, we really, really appreciate all of that. Of course, you know, for all of our people listening now, and if they listen after the fact, you know, credit unions do work a little bit different than some of our mortgage brokers, and sometimes that can be a really, really great benefit to you. So please do review what they said about becoming a member and everything, because there really could be some great opportunities out there for some of our clients, and we want to make sure that we're always giving the best and most recent information to all of our clients to make sure they're making the right choice for their purchase. So we really do appreciate it. I learned a lot today about the way that you guys do business. Once again, I would just really appreciate your time. This is a recorded seminar and everything, so we will be putting it out there for the membership. So anybody who is listening that thinks that they know anybody else that could benefit from this information, please do let them know where to find it. Heather, if you could just type into the box the link to where we can find all of our pre-recorded seminars and everything, so it's right there in the chat for everybody. For everybody at Marine Fed that is on this call, if you would like to put any of your contact information in that chat box as well, you are welcome to. That's just an easy place for people to access things. But otherwise, anybody listening to this, if you cannot find the information you need for any of the people who spoke today, please feel free to get a hold of Heather at the board or myself, and we will make sure we can get that information to you as well. But I really do. I think this was a great session. If it doesn't look like there's any questions or anything, so we will let all of those things come up on chat, and that will be it for us today. Thank you again, and we will see everybody next Wednesday.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.